$14,000. That's not the price of the car. That's one repair. People are paying $90,000 for this car. And some of them are getting hit with $10,000 repair bills before they even finish paying it off. Not after 10 years. Not after high mileage. While they still owe money on it. This car costs $90,000 brand new. In just a few years, it's worth less than half of that. And here's the part no one tells you: you're still making payments on something that's already collapsing in value. Right now, in 2026, people are walking into dealerships, signing contracts, smiling, feeling like they made it. What they don't realize is, they just locked themselves into one of the worst financial decisions of their life. Today, I'm exposing 3 luxury cars that look like success, but quietly drain your bank account year after year. Real depreciation, real repair costs, real owner horror stories. And one of these cars is sitting in showrooms right now, being sold as the ultimate status symbol. Let's start. Here's how the trap works. Luxury brands don't sell cars. They sell the feeling that you've made it. And that feeling is exactly what makes people ignore the numbers. They know exactly what you want to feel: success, arrival, status. So they price these cars just low enough to feel within reach. $70,000, $80,000, $90,000. Not cheap, but just affordable enough to justify. You walk in thinking, I've made it, but what you're actually buying is a slow, expensive leak in your finances. Because the moment you drive off the lot, the depreciation starts. Fast. And a few years later, you're stuck making $1,000 plus monthly payments on a car that's worth half of what you owe. We're not guessing here. This is based on real depreciation data, real RepairPal reliability scores, and real owner reports from 2024 to 2026. This isn't opinion. This is math. And the math is brutal. And once you see the pattern behind these cars, you'll start noticing it everywhere. Same features, same failure points, same financial outcome. Car number 3 alone will lose more money in value than many people earn in an entire year. Let's get into it. Car number 3, the BMW 7 Series. MSRP, $97,000. On the surface, it's everything you want. It looks incredible. It drives like a dream. It feels like the definition of success. But fast forward 5 years, that $97,000 car is worth around $41,000. That's a $56,000 loss. Gone. And here's the painful part. Most owners are still making payments during that drop. Imagine paying premium monthly installments for something losing value faster than you can pay it off. Now let's talk about what happens after the honeymoon phase. Reliability score, 2.0 out of 5.0. Bottom tier. Average annual repair cost, $1,400. But averages hide reality. Because real owners, they're reporting $6,000, $8,000, $8,000, even $9,000 repair bills. And it's not random. It's predictable. Because this car is overloaded with tech, air suspension, gesture controls, massaging seats, complex electronics everywhere. And every one of those features is another point of failure waiting to happen. The moment the warranty ends, you are completely exposed. And this is the moment most owners don't expect. Because up until now, the car feels perfect. Then one thing fails. Then another. And suddenly you're not enjoying the car anymore, you're managing it. Real owner report, $8,200 for an air suspension failure. Not covered. Year 3. Let that sink in. You bought a $97,000 car. And now you're paying thousands just to keep it running. That's not luxury. That's liability. Verdict. Skip the 7 Series. Because once the warranty ends, the real cost begins. Car number 2. This one doesn't fail randomly. It fails consistently. And that's what makes it dangerous. The Range Rover. Starting at $104,000 in 2026. Let's be honest. This is one of the most desired cars on the road right now. Celebrities drive it. Influencers promote it. It screams status. And that's exactly why it's dangerous. Because behind that image is one of the worst reliability records in the entire industry. Consumer Reports ranked it near the bottom, not once, not twice, 7 years in a row. 7. At that point, it's not bad luck. It's a warning, and people are still ignoring it. Now let's talk money. A 2022 Range Rover has already lost about 45% of its value. That's nearly $50,000 gone in just a few years. And then come the repairs. Average cost, $1,200 per year. But again, that's misleading. Because when things break, they don't break small. They break expensive. For $1,000, $6,000, $10,000. One owner posted a $22,000 repair estimate on a 4-year-old vehicle. That's not maintenance. That's a financial hit. And here's where it gets frustrating. You don't just lose money on this car, you lose time. Weeks without it. Waiting on parts. Waiting on repairs. Paying for something you can't even use. Think about that. You spent over $100,000, and now you don't even have a car. For weeks. Verdict. The Range Rover looks like success. But behind the image, it's a financial trap. Now at this point, you might be thinking, okay, so all luxury cars are bad. That's not true. The problem isn't luxury. It's these specific types of luxury cars. And car number 1 is the perfect example of that. Car number 1. The one that catches people off guard the most. The Maserati Ghibli, starting at $83,000. This car is dangerous for one reason. It makes you feel like you're buying into something exclusive. Sounds like a Ferrari. It looks exotic. Feels rare. And the salesperson will make sure you believe that. But here's what they won't tell you. This car loses over 60% of its value in 5 years. That's $50,000 plus gone. Just like that. Now imagine this. You buy it for the experience, and within a few years, it's worth less than half, but the repair costs are just getting started. Reliability score, near the bottom. Annual repair cost, high. But the real issue, access. There are very few Maserati dealers. Very few certified mechanics. Meaning if something breaks, you're not just paying more, you're traveling hours just to fix it. One owner reported driving 4 hours just to reach a service center. Now combine that with this. Maserati is phasing out models like the Ghibli, which means parts become harder to find. Harder to find means more expensive. More expensive means a bigger problem. So now you're stuck with a rapidly depreciating car, expensive repairs, and limited service access. That's a perfect storm. This isn't built for normal buyers. And the harsh truth? Most people who buy this car shouldn't be buying it. Verdict, beautiful car. Terrible financial decision. Let's put this into perspective. BMW 7 Series, $56,000 lost. Range Rover, nearly $50,000 lost. Maserati, over $50,000 lost. That's over $150,000 gone. Not invested. Not saved. Just gone. And that's before repairs. Before insurance. Before downtime. This is the part nobody tells you. Luxury cars don't just cost money to buy. They cost money to own. The smartest buyers in 2026? They're not chasing badges. They're looking at data. Because the difference between looking rich and staying rich is knowing what not to buy. Because the most expensive car you'll ever own isn't the one with the highest price. It's the one that keeps costing you after you buy it. And now I want to hear from you. If you've owned one of these cars, what actually happened? How much did it really cost you? Because the comments on this video, that's where the real truth shows up. And if you want the opposite list, the luxury cars that actually hold value and won't drain your wallet, that's coming next. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm your friend. This is Nova Auto, where we show you what the dealership won't. See you in the next one.